Alright, where to start? I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I was actually blown away. This was incredible. Now normally, I'll be real, I don't get high hopes for these game awards because it always comes down to, CGI trailers, and believe me, there were a lot of those. But I think for the 10th year anniversary, they hit it out of the park with some of the reveals. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna talk about any of the winners or losers because let's be real, who really cares about those? They're just subjective things in the end. But what's really important is some of the reveals that we saw, and I have to start with this one. Now honestly, I was going to start this with the new Elden Ring game, and believe me, as a huge From Software stan, when I saw that game, it made me a little too excited, if you know what I mean. But Capcom just brought the heat. First, they showed off Onimusha. When I saw that, I could not believe that they kept that game intact and we're going to get it. But they just outdid themselves, and the final reveal, Okami 2, I can't believe it. I'm so happy everyone gets to experience this incredible franchise. The first game itself, the first Okami, was such a cult classic, but it was also so critically acclaimed. It was ahead of its time, and now we're going to be able to fully realize what that game and franchise is capable of, and I just can't wait for everyone to experience it. Now, since I mentioned Elden Ring, let's quickly talk about that. I was completely shocked that they showed a brand new Elden Ring game. It's not an expansion, it's a completely different take, and it looks to me that it's like their Monster Hunter version of an Elden Ring game. It's fully co-op, they want you to take down like incredibly tough enemies, and I know we're going to learn more in the upcoming weeks and months, but it comes out in 2025, and anything Elden Ring related, especially if it's a totally new concept like co-op, I'm fully in, and I know y'all will be too. But the hits didn't stop there. When they showed that there was a new IP coming from the team that made Shadow of the Colossus and Ico and The Last Guardian, I was so happy because that's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I mentioned how I have a Ryu Hayabusa cutout behind me. I also have Trico from The Last Guardian behind me as well. So you see that anytime you watch all my videos. This franchise, you know they're going to hit. They're going to make us all cry by the end of it because that's what they're good at. But I can't wait, and I know we're all going to love that game. Even that new Naughty Dog game that they released at the end, it definitely piqued my interest. And if you know me, I'm not a very big Naughty Dog fan. I still think they make solid games, but I don't simp over them like I do some other franchises. But I'll say this definitely looks more interesting than their other games, and I can't wait to check it out. On the fighting game side, I was pumped that they actually showed off and introduced a new Virtua Fighter. I know that they hinted that it was going to come soon, but the fact that we actually got some gameplay out of it, no matter how early it looks, that definitely got me excited. And the big news from Tekken, they get Clive, and I was a bit disappointed because I'm a Tifa fanboy. We all wanted Tifa, and when I originally saw Clive on the screen, I thought we were going to get some more Final Fantasy 16 content, so I was excited for that. But I was left hanging on that. I'm not going to complain because he's still a cool character and he's going to fit great into Tekken. But I was hoping for a bit more on that one. And then finally, because I don't want to waste too much of your time, I'll just rapid fire some of the other games. Right off the bat, they showed off that 2D Ninja Gaiden game, and it just looked incredible to me. You also know I got a big cutout of Ryu Hayabusa behind me, so I'm all in on the Ninja Gaiden series. They had some Pac-Man action game called Shadow Labyrinth that looks super cool. I know a lot of people are hating on the Witcher 4 CGI trailer, and you know what? It was a bit too long, but we all know the Witcher is going to be great. So we're all looking forward to that as well. And then just the Borderlands trailer was also great. You got Yakuza games coming out. You got launch dates for that Berserk game as well. And then a new Double Dragon as well. And I know I'm missing some as well. Let me know what you loved about this show. We can even talk about the games that won and lost. I know a lot of people are not happy with what won Game of the Year. But let's just look forward to what's coming. And we got a ton. Can't wait. Peace out, everybody.